With over 30 years of experience, NORAC Systems International Incorporated is the global leader in the development of height control systems for the agricultural industry. The company currently offers the most advanced spray height control system on the market, the UC4 Plus Spray Height Controller. Unprecedented spray height accuracy combined with the control you need, guaranteed. It's fast and reliable, uses chemicals more efficiently, and takes the stress out of spraying. The UC4 Plus Spray Height Control System uses rugged ultrasonic sensors mounted to each boom and the center section to automatically maintain a preset height of the boom above the ground or crop.
We originally bought our system because we were having problems with undulating land and wide booms. I mean, the booms tended to dive at speed on headlands, and just moving them with the boom geometry never reacted quickly enough for what we wanted. And having been interested in some form of height control, we saw the system advertised and organised to have a set fitted, and we're very happy with it.
Spraying 14 hours a day, day after day, week after week, sometimes month after month. You know how tedious it can be to have to manually adjust the height of your boom wings as you're spraying across the field, particularly in severe terrain situations. Our system will automatically control those wings for you, taking that burden off of you, the operator, letting you focus on other things like keeping your wheel between the crop rows and things like that.
I decided to go with NORAC boom height control for operator ease. So often you're working and you've got to be watching where you're going, and trying to watch the height of the booms at the same time just keeps you a little too busy. So just to take some stress off of the day.
I guess some of the features or some of the benefits of our boom height controller have been, firstly that it takes a lot of the stress out of the operation of the sprayer. You can travel faster, easier, you get more acres done in a day. It's really been a good feature. It's one of the best ones on the sprayer.
The UC system is a true height control system. It's not just collision avoidance. It is expandable to include multiple sensors along the length of a long boom, which gives you the best height control over the whole length of that boom. It doesn't rely on a single point sensing. The nozzle heights are fully adjustable from the cab. There's no setup required other than the flip of a toggle switch. And in the cab, you get a digital height display of each boom section and each individual sensor if you'd like to see that. So that information is valuable to the operator, in particular when changing nozzles or at the beginning of each field. And that's important to realize that that's all sections of your boom, left, right, and center, can be viewed and controlled actively from the cab.
You can change all the height on the go if you want. You just hit the switch up or down. It moves it about an inch at a time, I believe.
Custom-designed proportional valves enable the UC4 Plus system to provide a much greater and uniform method of boom control, therefore minimizing boom rocking motion. Proportional valves operate each boom independently, which means that height corrections are smooth, even, and automatic. And so is your spraying.
To us, the big advantage is operating a wider boom at the same or faster speeds than we were on undulating ground. We can keep the boom at the right height, avoids the drift, buys us a couple of extra spray days.
One of the really nice features of our system is what we call crop mode, where the sensor can determine or distinguish the difference between the soil itself or the top of the crop. And if you're growing a crop like, say, soybeans, row crop soybeans that in many parts of North America, after about June 1st, they're canopied over, so there's no more soil visible to the sensor. We can then let the operator very easily switch over to crop mode, continue spraying in automatic mode for the rest of the season, which in many cases will last several months beyond when that crop canopy is over. and you still have the benefit of automatic boom height control with nothing physically touching the ground or touching the crop.
The crop mode I use quite often because our sprayer is set up on 22-inch rows and we have the nozzles between the rows, and the sensor runs over the top of the row, so even if you got crop this high, it'll sense the crop more than the ground and keep your height where you want it above the crop at all times.
One test that we like to do to show kind of the magic of sonic height control is, and also illustrate the difference between soil and crop mode, is we will put the system into soil mode and show that you know, as you put your foot underneath the sensor or any target comes beneath the sensor, the device is averaging over a large enough area that it's ignoring your hand or ignoring the rod as you put it underneath the sensor. In contrast to soil mode, where the early targets and trash are ignored, when you put the system into crop mode and then bring a target underneath the sensor and lift it up, for example a rod, as you lift that rod up, the boom will now follow that early target. It shows the ability of the sensor and the signal processing to identify the canopy target or the soil target. A real benefit of the system is how easy it is to switch between soil and crop mode. In fact, it can be done in automatic, on the run, in the field.
To bring our machinery today to the marketplace with a wheel sensor of any sort that's got to contact the ground, to us is a step backwards. One of the nice things about the NORAC system, there is no contact with the ground, and that's what we're all about. Our machines all have 6 foot of underframe clearance, and we want to leave it that way. Today's speeds for us are 16 plus miles an hour. And to do that, the human eye and the human reaction just typically cannot manage 80 foot of boom, much less 90 or 120 foot of boom off a joystick and a thumb. So we have to rely on technology, and that's why we've adapted the NORAC system.
Ultrasonic based height control has a significant advantage over any contact based height control system, in that there's nothing to wear out as you bounce across the field or put the device into transport. There's no physical contact between the sensor and the ground, and that will lead to long life for our system, and mechanical systems just generally will wear out over time.
The addition of NORAC's patented active roll system provides unmatched response speed and boom stability. It enables the sprayer to go over severe terrain by rolling the center section while controlling the wing lift, which allows you to maintain spray height even in the most severe conditions. Active roll, for superior performance in all types of terrain.
We have a lot of customers who spray over terraces, which is particularly challenging.
75 to 80% of the ground we apply at least is probably with terraces, which adds quite a bit of wear on the operator, trying to watch the booms and how they operate and trying to move them and relocate them and not hit the ground all day. And probably this boom system's really impressed me is you don't have to watch that. You can look forward, you can maybe pay attention where the ditches are and watch for obstructions. It's just made it a lot easier to run.
We had, a year or so ago, we had one customer that we were spraying for, and we were running both machines on them. One of them had the height control, the other one was just a conventional machine. And his ground is pretty severe with terraces. The terraces are real sharp and everything. And we got done for the day, and we was visited with him there. He was asking why on one of the machines, when we were going over the terraces, the booms were riding fairly level across them all the way, kind of walking over them, weren't going up in the air 4 or 5 foot on one side and coming down. And we just kind of explained to him the system that we had on the machine. And when we left, he said, my preference would be to have a machine with the height control system.